That's more important than, just going out and getting a bunch of sales, because we want our people to really enjoy the product, like, the message that we put out with our brand, and share the idea with their family, friends, and people they know. And when we grow organically like that, that means way more to me than us having fucking 10 million followers and only 500 of them really actually give a shit about us, Yeah.
It's like, damn, dude, you have potential to be great, but you're using it. You're just focusing it on the wrong thing.
And my goal for the three of us to finish was 4.5 hours. Like, that was it. I just wanted to run 4.5 hours, and I thought we were, capable of doing that altogether. But at the paces we were running in the beginning, the first half, I knew, like, if we don't slow down a little bit, this is gonna catch up to us in like mile 20 or something like that.
If I did this for the money, if I did this for the money, if I, it's Hazzy. If I did this for the money.
Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back to the Nesian Build podcast. Baldy Boys are back, and you know how we do it here. We just tell our story and our lessons of our journey to possibly help you on yours. And we're on episode 11 today. Episode 11. Double digits.
You make sure that's right.
Yeah, it's 11 because we just did 10. Okay. We just got past the 10 episode mark. But I just want to apologize in advance. I'm a little under the weather today. My boy Mark is actually a warrior, so he is here, and I might spit on him a little bit. But
your mask over here.
If he's not here on the next one, that's my bad. But I don't know what the fuck it is, bro. But something's going on.
It's getting colder. That's why,
bro. But I've never seen people, like, so many people get fucking this sick, bro. Like, or sick so much. I know, like, for me and my family, like, we don't get sick. And we've gotten sick like 3 times each. This just in the last year. It's fucking nuts. We never get this sick. Or never get sick this much.
Yeah.
But today we came on. We've had a lot of shit happen in the last couple of weeks, and that's pretty much why we haven't been able to drop the podcast. But it's we're talking about stuff that pertains to Nesian Build, and we did our Black Friday sale early before the actual Black Friday, because there's a lot of for a lot of reasons, and we'll go into that. And then we had the marathon the weekend right after Thanksgiving, so
coming off 75 hard.
Yeah, just came off 75 hard the week leading into our Black Friday sale. So or was it? Or
we finished 75 hard before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, it was the week going into Thanksgiving. Yeah. So we're just gonna talk about that stuff today. We really wanted to talk about the whole Black Friday deal, man, because that was a big deal for us, and it was very fucking humbling to and you guys. I can't tell you enough how much I was in here packing orders and just seeing the amount of orders that came through, and like,
especially compared to the year before.
Just the past
few years,
fucking 4 years combined, man. Like, that was insane. It was nuts, and it's crazy because it's everything that we used to fucking hope and dream for. Not saying this is the top of where we want to be, but it is definitely like very humbling to see that we're going on the right path.
We're growing.
Yeah, we're definitely growing, and and I really want to push this out. This is fucking really crazy because we couldn't do that. What we're doing without you guys. Like, the support is crazy, and one of the biggest numbers that I saw when I was looking at like the analytics on Shopify for our Black Friday sale for the 2 days was that over 40% of our customers for that sale were first-time buyers. And the reason why that's important is because, first off, we don't do paid ads. Like, we literally go through. We grow our brand organically, and we just stick to posting ourselves, and we don't pay for Instagram to put it out to other, other people for us. And that it really shows when we have over 40% new customers, that it's our support that we've already had, and that's spreading the word about us.
Yeah.
And to me, that's more important than just going out and getting a bunch of sales, because we want our people to really enjoy the product, like the message that we put out with our brand, and share the idea with their family, friends, and people they know. And when we grow organically like that, that means way more to me than us having fucking 10 million followers and only 500 of them really actually give a shit about us. So the way we're growing is the way I love it because it's a strong foundation. We have a great group of supporters and great group of people with us. So we just want to say thank you to you guys, man, because that's honestly, that was to have my truck bed full of
Yeah, that was the
packages and
crazy
orders.
part too.
So
First of
nice.
all, to get it all laid out. I think
Yeah.
after the first day,
Yeah.
we had all the orders. You had like that wire rack thing that you guys have seen in videos before. That was completely full. All these tabletops were full. I remember when I walked in, I was like, "Cheese and crackers! What
Yeah.
the heck is going on, bro?"
It was crazy, bro.
And then we had more on
Yeah.
top of that.
Yeah,
we didn't
that
even
was
have
a-
enough surface space in here to really, you know,
Get all the orders
get all
packed
the
that
orders
day.
out.
Yeah.
even the next day was pretty full.
Yeah. And then
And then yeah, like bloating up your truck was.
that was insane,
Yeah.
man.
It went from like a couple bins from the post office to, you know,
yeah.
loading up the whole back of your truck, and you got the extended bed.
Yeah, and I remember fucking last Black Friday we did, it was like we had like 2 big boxes that we had to like bring in.
Yeah.
Right. And then
Yep.
it was like 2 big boxes that we brought in, and of course I'd be super happy about that still, you know, but
Right.
it's just like the fact that like this whole that wouldn't have fit in my garage like that if we were
Oh,
still in
no,
the garage,
no,
bro.
no.
You know?
Yeah.
So we it's just progress, man. It's just fucking
Yeah.
progress. It's growing. It's us fucking learning, like,
Yeah.
because obviously too, we didn't have the right systems in place, man. We could have fucked that whole thing up so bad.
Yeah.
But I mean, we came out, dropped all the, you know, the windbreakers, the joggers, you know,
A lot of stuff that people were waiting for.
yeah, you know, the hood,
Especially in the
military
new
green
color.
stuff.
Those, you know, it's
Yeah.
nice.
People love the military green. But it was crazy how those drops went. Like, there were some things that I wasn't sure about, you know, but I mean,
It worked out.
everything, you know, you guys liked it and you guys came through, and we just, for real, we appreciate you guys for supporting us,
Yeah.
because like we said, we do put a lot of work into it. We make sure that we stay pretty damn consistent, but we definitely wanted to bring the 2 months together, the November and December drop, to bring it all together so that everybody could possibly get their stuff on sale instead of waiting and then getting it ahead of time if you were buying for Christmas
Yeah.
or, you know, for gifts and stuff like that. And the reason also we wanted to drop the week before, there's 2 reasons, big reasons, was we wanted to drop the week before the actual Black Friday was, number one, was to be able to get orders shipped out before the real big rush of orders that come through for other big companies and stuff like that. We wanted to make sure that we could get ours, and you know, packages wouldn't get lost and, you know, caught up in all that other stuff with when it comes to logistics and all that stuff. But then also we had the marathon the next weekend, so for us, I could barely fucking walk when we were done. So there's no way I was gonna be able to come in here and package orders. So
Yeah.
we want to get all that out, get it to you guys early, and then also so you didn't have to think too much about it when it came to, oh, it's Black Friday for all these different companies.
Yeah.
Like,
While you're standing in line outside in the cold.
yeah, and yeah, we put it out there, and yeah, thank you guys, man, so much.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Truly appreciate it. We definitely couldn't do what we do and keep growing this without you guys. The support's insane, and we love you guys. Now going on to 75 hard, man. Fuck.
Second round of 75 hard.
Yeah, second round of 75 hard. This one was different, bro. It was very different. So it started off, and we talked about it, I think, on one of the podcasts while we were in it. We were coasting. We were
In the beginning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say
It
the
felt
first,
almost
too easy.
too. Yeah.
The first 30 days, maybe even more, maybe first 40 days were easy. I think it was just coasting because it's habits that we already built from the first round.
Yep.
We were still kind of sticking around doing it even when we weren't
Yep.
on the program, and then we just jumped right back into it. And it wasn't anything like, it didn't feel very different than what we were doing. It was just making sure you got in that second workout or whatever, you know.
All the dang water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and getting in all the water, you know, because I'm pretty sure I was drinking at least a half a gallon at least every day after that. But
Extra, you mean?
no. I mean, like,
Oh,
when we
after-
weren't on 75 hard,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
was drinking at least half a gallon, and that was like the bare minimum. But it was we were coasting. I know for us, we were coasting, and it was just the hardest part was the marathon training, putting in all the miles, and
Oh, for you guys,
yeah,
yeah.
for us,
Yeah.
it wasn't until, you know, we got sick, and then that's when the tests start
Yep,
coming. You know, they
yep.
start coming. Are you gonna fucking quit? And like,
Yeah.
we got sick. My knee was busted, and like couldn't run all the miles I needed. So, you know, you're worried about, oh shit, how's this marathon gonna
Yeah.
go? Like, I don't know how long this is gonna last. But then,
And you guys missed a big chunk of your
Yeah.
or a big run on your
yeah,
training.
So we missed 1 week because me and my wife both got sick, we miss a 30-mile week. Like that's a lot of miles. That it kind of bothered us. It was like, dude, this is gonna it's gonna come back and hit us. Like if we don't fucking get these miles back. But we just stuck to the program, and we just didn't I had to keep telling my wife too, because she was going through it, like with her ankle and being sick, and she never gets sick, but this is the first time I ever seen her sick. But she's crazy. A fucking warrior, bro. I'll tell you that much, because from her task from 75 hard, she do her task, like she'd get up, do her workout, finish, go right to fucking bed. She couldn't do anything, she couldn't do anything, bro. I've never seen her like that.
Yeah,
she did her tasks, like her workout, go to bed, make sure she drank her water, make sure she ate right, do her next workout, go to bed. Like she was fucking, I've never seen her like that, bro. In a day for her, like she just can't fucking do things, and like just get over the sickness. She couldn't fight it. She just had to stay in bed all day. But I tell you that fucking she did not quit, man. She's a fucking warrior like that. All the props to her for that. I mean, this whole thing, there's a lot of times in this whole, I guess this last 3 months, man, where it's just she's proven she's a gangster, beast. Bro. Yeah, she's a fucking beast, man. But yeah, you and your wife went through it this time together too, man. That was
crazy. My wife did. I was coasting in the beginning, but she followed alongside, and she actually got all the hard shit in the beginning.
Yeah,
almost day one from the start. Sickness, or she got sick. She got tonsillitis, and then she was battling like mad blisters on her feet from all the walking she's been doing. Also we had to get her better shoes, but but even through the blisters and stuff like that, she still walked. She still went out and did her daily walks, at least in the outdoors, and then putting time on the treadmill too. So she did a lot more of the cardio stuff. But yeah, she pushed through a lot. What else was it? I think she got sick a couple times. The tonsillitis one was tough too.
Yeah.
But she fought through a lot of adversity as well.
Yeah.
And she showed up every day, even the days that she wanted to. Like I said in the post that I put out there, she showed up on days that she didn't want to, and she put in the effort when she thought she had nothing left, which was the craziest. It was really cool to see, her push herself that hard. So definitely proud of her for that. And I think it also just kind of opened up her mind, because I think she saw us go through it the first time, and everybody sees people go through, like, how could I do that? Yeah. And when she heard we're gearing up for round 2, I think she's like, I think I'm going to try, I want to give this thing a shot. And she did. And I think she proved to herself that, you can do way more than you think you can, and she definitely proved that to herself. And that was cool to see. I'm super proud of her for that. Even now, even after the whole 75 hard deal, we're still going, As I said, we're still going to put in at least 5 days a week, and at least, like you said, half a gallon of water.
Yeah.
And then the reading continues.
Yeah.
But yeah. It was cool. It was very hard for her in the beginning, and then the closer it got to the end, I think that's when she started to coast a little bit. But for me, that's when I felt like I was like, oh man, I'm ready to be done already. Yeah. It's like, come on, let's go, let's just get this done. But it was a cool experience. I felt like I still had a little bit momentum, from the first round. Now I definitely let off after the first round, but this was a good kick in the butt to just keep going for the rest of the year, to end out the rest of the year. Yeah. Which is what I'm going to try to do.
I think I feel like maybe a bigger effect on the first one, obviously, because we're coming off such it was just a drastic change in our habits at the time. Like if we go back to last year, there's a big change in our habits last year to do it the first round. And then, so it changed us a lot, I think, in building the correct habits. That's why I feel like the second round we went into it real smoothly, and not that it was just easier. It's just because 75 hard in itself is not hard. It's not hard.
No, you just have a few things to do in a day.
Yeah, it's just simple tasks. It's just tough for people to do it because they make a lot of excuses, or they just think they can't. Yeah. But we've proven to ourselves twice now this year that we can. Like
twice in a year, yeah.
Yeah, we sit here and we make excuses for a lot of things, or we just say, like, I'm telling you, like even now, we've only been off of it for 2 weeks now, and there's I feel such a huge difference in like how my body functions, just eating other foods now. Like, my body doesn't run the same way, and I hate it, bro. It's like knowing that how good you are, like how good you can be, and then just putting yourself back down to shit. Yeah. And it's like, I don't want to be there. I'm going right back. I want to go back up, but like I fucking hate it. Like, so if if you see me just fucking living out like 75 hard for the rest of my life, then or living with those habits, fucking mind your business, because I don't want to be down there no more.
It's funny you mentioned that, because even for me and my wife, after we finished, we celebrated and we went out date night and did that stuff. But then like the next day or the next few days, we're kind of like, what now?
Yeah.
Oh, what are you doing today? I don't know what you do today. And we kind of felt like there was a dip, just like, where do we go from here? What do we do? And that's when, we already talked about it beforehand, but just making a plan afterwards so that we can stay somewhat, level. But it's definitely, it was weird right after, because I feel like you don't know what to do with yourself, especially for Heather, because I went through it the first time, I had my break and went back in it, but she's coming off it the first round, and it's always so exciting when you get to accomplish something like that, and then after you finish, it's like, now what's
next?
What's next?
Dude, and no shit, so after luckily, like for us, after we finished 75
you guys still had to train for the marathon, so you had something going. But
the crazy part is that week, I think we only ran twice. Like, we didn't even get in all the miles because the weather was ridiculous. So we're like, we're not on the program, and there's no point in us going out in the rain or the snow and getting fucking sick. And my wife did get sick actually days before, so she definitely wasn't able to put in all the miles. So she was sick days before. And I was like, I don't want to be another one. There's no point in both of us being sick. So I only got a couple miles in that week, but that was a taper down, week. So it's like my legs were fresh as shit when it came to the marathon day.
And thank goodness I think the timing was right, because didn't it snow like the next day or something like that, or after the marathon? That's when the snow started coming in.
Shit, I don't know, bro.
Or the rain. I don't know. I remember looking out the window in the morning. I'm like, damn, I'm glad we're done, bro.
No, it was the day before, bro. It was dumping rain the Friday before the marathon, and they had a kids marathon that day. So the kids was running, were running in the rain. I was like, I'm glad we didn't have to, because it was pretty damn cold.
But it's getting colder now, so everything worked out. The timing was just right.
Yeah. This round of 75 hard was different, and I think that's the point of it is, you're gonna have different experiences, different, adversity in your life, and it's just how you respond to it, how you deal with it. Are you still going to keep doing what you're supposed to be doing, or are you going to back off and, get away from it because you're making that excuse that you can't? And like I just said, we've learned twice now. That's 150 days out of this year that we learned that if you have shit to do, you can do it. Like, you have to do it. And there's a way to do it. You just got to figure that shit out,
Yeah.
And it was funny because every time Mark came in, or Mark came to HQ, I wasn't asking him about how he was doing, because if he failed or if he quit, that's a different thing. But I wasn't worried about that. I was excited for his wife to do it, like big time. I was really excited because I've been trying to get him. Told him
the first round you were trying to,
after the first round, especially, I was telling him, like, bro, you have to get her on this, bro. Like, you have to get her on this. And I was really excited when he said that she was gonna do it, and I'm really glad she finished it. It was exciting. It
was cool to go through it together.
Yeah, and
it
then
definitely was. Because that's what you guys. You
Yeah.
kind of told me about that the first round with you and your wife.
Yeah, because like me and my wife, the first round we went through it together. You know, it was tough, man. It was like just the mental side of it is just making sure that you're getting everything done. So you're like, you have to take away from certain things in your, the personal life and the family life. So did you guys working together to try and figure how, okay, it's your turn to go on your run, and then I'll come back and then you'll go on your run, like those kind of things, those little things, and you have to really work together as a team to work out the fucking whole family routine and change it up and stuff. Yeah.
That's a key to, I think, the success of getting through it too, is just having the routine. Yeah. Because if your life is chaos, good luck.
Yeah. You have no fucking
where are you going to fit this in when you got all this other extra stuff going on? So it almost forces you to prioritize, and to get some kind of structure and a routine going.
But that's the thing about it. It's like, that's what 75 Hard is supposed to do, is make you learn to take control of your own life.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it is, to make sure that you take control and you do the things that you're supposed to be doing all the time. Because we're giving you 5 tasks that you have to do every day. Just do the 5 tasks. Make sure that it happens. Despite everything that's going on outside of you, make sure that these things happen. That's why we have to go outside and do an outdoor workout, because despite the weather, it doesn't matter. Like when we first started 75 Hard this time around, it was nice, it was warm, pretty much like 30 days and 40 days in. Right? And
maybe that's why I felt like it was coasting too.
Exactly. Because I know definitely fucking running out there was way nicer than the last portion of it. Yeah. Because we go out on our long runs on Sundays and it was fucking cold as hell towards the end. Like it was definitely tougher. And I'm not really real good friends with the cold, you know. Like I don't know with the way my body's working with the cold, but yeah. So my body, I don't know. Ever since the first round of 75 hard, my body's kind of been tripping when it comes to cold, man. I don't know what it is. Like my hands and my feet are really bad in the cold, and especially like so after long runs too. Especially I was noticing. We've talked about this. I come back from long runs and I'm cold as hell. Like my body is just like I just ran like 10, 15 miles or something. I'll come back home and I'm in my warm house and I'm just fucking shivering, bro. Like for an hour, my hands, I can't feel my hands for like an hour after I get back. And it's just, I don't know, it's rough, but I'm still trying to figure that shit out. I don't know what the hell's going on with me.
I'm not a professional, but I think you have low iron.
Bro,
that's my diagnosis.
But the crazy part is I actually went and got iron.
And that doesn't mean lift weights, okay?
eat weights. No, I actually went and got iron pills and I just started taking them like this week. So
okay.
I mean,
hopefully you see a difference.
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, right now is fucking a shitty time because we're just working cold places. So I mean, cold places for like fucking 13 hours out of the day.
You, yeah.
But yeah, it was a fucking good experience. I honestly don't think, you know, that's my last time doing it. I think I'll continue. Whenever I feel like I go off track, I can just fucking jump right back in.
That's the nice thing about it too, is that you can just pop right back on it.
Yeah. And I mean, the habits are what they are, man. Like right now too, like I said, basically I kind of taking a break from it because we just finished the marathon. You know, it was a lot on the body. And like even now, I don't think my legs are probably like pretty damn close to recovered now after about a week, but still lifting and stuff like that. But it's like you want to keep doing what you're doing. Like you don't want to lose that. Like there's so much momentum that you take from finishing it and going through it that you just want to keep fucking going. And you can feel the drop off like almost immediately once you go off of that track. And I don't like feeling like that. I really don't. Like I don't like feeling like I said like your best self, to that point, and then. It only takes like a day and you just fucking, you can feel it within yourself because it's not like other people are fucking saying anything or doing anything to tell you or show you that you're that, but you can feel it within yourself, like just how your body's functioning, how you wake up in the morning and how you feel and all that stuff, man. So, I mean, we definitely recommend it to anybody. It's a great program. We can do a lot for a lot of people that are going through a lot of different things right now. Yeah. I mean, We'll go into the marathon now, but 75 hard definitely helped us because it helps you through for the mentality that it takes to run something like a marathon, right?
Which takes time and consistency.
Exactly, because it's not easy when you start. We started training for this marathon at the beginning of 75 hard, so like my first day running for 75 or for marathon training. Was a fucking I think it was a 5-mile run, bro, and I was struggling. I was fucking struggling, bro. That shit hurt so much, and I wasn't going fast at all. I was trying to push, but bro, I was even just the first mile going up the hill that I normally take on my route, I'm fucking just fucking dragging my legs up that thing. So and then. To know now, like a 5-mile run is like the minimum, the bare minimum. Like that's the standard to go get a decent run in. And that all took fucking 12 weeks of going out there and fucking running, bro. Like it was a long process. Missed some runs, and that's the one thing I don't like. You guys know, I don't like fucking missing shit that I supposed to, I'm supposed to do because I know what it does. Like those 30 miles could have helped us probably get a better time. I don't know, it could have not made a difference, but I think it would have made a difference. But I mean, the fact was. We had to listen to our bodies too when it came to this shit because we could have trained, push ourselves through all the fucking injuries. Like if it wasn't for me getting sick, my knee probably would have never healed, bro. And I would have just kept running because me getting sick kept me from fucking running that 1 week, So that definitely helped out. But I mean, the marathon was a fucking amazing experience.
What, you guys had a program, but what was that? What was the program? Was it a specific one, or you just found something online?
I just found something online.
Oh, okay.
I just said I just need a baseline of mileage to run each week, and make sure that when I look at it, the mileage grows, around 10% each week, and it doesn't go off way too much, So it's something that me and my wife could do, because she didn't even start on the program exactly with me the same way, because she just thought it was too much mileage too quick for her, which is smart. If you don't want to just go
hurt yourself.
Yeah, which is what happened to us because we basically still went into it running those miles, and it was kind of a lot for her. what our body was used to. So
Yeah.
I guess, and we were running way too fast in the beginning. Like we were trying to run marathon pace for every fucking run, and you're not supposed to. You can't do that.
Yeah.
Like, and we weren't like our bodies weren't used to the time on our feet like that, running that long.
Mm-hmm.
So she ended up getting an ankle injury, which luckily, you know, with the rest, icing and stuff like that, she didn't take into the marathon. You know, I had the knee injury, and
Did you even use a brace or anything in the?
No, I used it for one run, but the shit didn't.
No, but on the marathon, you didn't have it on. Yeah,
no, because it was good. It was good. It was just there was just one point in the marathon where my wife was fucking coasting, speeding, man.
Yeah.
She was running out. We were running on this hill on I-5, and she was just fucking running fast as shit. And imagine this lady, bro, was like, you know how she was anxious and like she had anxiety before the fucking run, all scared. I want to throw up. But bro, when we got to it, she was fucking superwoman.
Yeah.
She was just fucking. I think we were going on like mile 7 or something like that. We were about to come off of I-5, and there's this long like decline. And she just fucking go. And I told her, I said, every hill we get to, every downhill, use it.
Yeah.
Less effort, we go faster. You know, it'll help our time. And bro, she just took full advantage of that one. She was feeling good at that point, so she just fucking went, and she left me and Jewel, right. So she's just leaving us behind. She probably thinks that we're right behind her, but like I'm fucking basically sprinting to catch up with her, and I could feel my fucking knee again acting up, but I was really concerned because it's like we're only 7 miles in. I can't cramp up or like have my knee busted right now. Like that'll suck for you know these guys. Like I'm with them, and I'm the one that's supposed to like kind of set the pace.
Yeah.
And fuck. Luckily, you know, I told her when we got to the bottom of it and we were coming back, I said, "Okay, fucking
slow her
calm
down.
Yeah, like just for a little bit,
Cool
so I
the
could
jets,
catch up."
bro.
Yeah, but there was a lot of times I didn't want us to get caught up in us feeling so good.
Yeah.
During especially the first half of it,
because you need that in the second half.
Exactly. Yeah. So we went. We were going, bro. Our paces were really fucking good in the beginning, and I was really happy about it because those guys, Jewel and my wife, you can tell they were feeling really good and they were comfortable with the paces. And for real, like at no point during that run, because we didn't run extremely hard. Like the goal was to finish together, you know, but finish at a good pace. And my goal for the three of us to finish was 4.5 hours. Like that was it. I just want to run 4.5 hours, and I thought we were, you know, capable of doing that altogether. But at the paces we were running in the beginning, the first half, I knew like if we don't slow down a little bit, this is gonna catch up to us in like mile 20 or something like that. And we came off, you know, I-5 bridge or I-5, and then I think that's when we were heading towards 520 or something like that.
I think it was I-5, and then you guys crossed the university. That's where I met you guys the first. Or University Bridge?
Yeah, there was another bridge,
Yeah.
and then that took us down towards I think 520 or something like that.
Yeah, and then you go down and around, then you come up, then you hit 520.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
is that where that video of you guys are running? That's where you guys are on 520?
on 520, yeah.
Okay.
Wait, before we even get to that shit, the 520 shit, there was fucking hills like no other in this motherfucker too, bro.
Did
like,
you guys study the map much? That's what I was gonna ask you that.
No, I just knew I looked at the map, and all I knew was running I-5, 520, and you know shit like that. I knew there's gonna be some in town stuff, so all I'm thinking is in town, in city. That's probably where the hills are.
Yeah.
You know, I was not thinking that the hill that we fucking took, bro. Like there's this one hill. I tell you, we came up. There's this. I think it was after we saw you. Yeah. After we saw you, there's a hill. It's in town, so we're running in, and there's like a little hill. It's a pretty good hill, and then we take a left, and there's fucking bro, like a quarter mile down the road.
Even worse than the Fountain Hill?
Yeah.
Oh,
no. So this is like we were talking about that other hills, like at Sue's Creek.
Oh yeah.
Right. So the Fountain Hill is a long
slope.
Long ass slope, right? But this one, bro, the thing went straight up. Like what the bro? It's crazy because like we were running, bro, and like everybody was like running, and then when they got to the hill, they just said, "Nope, I'm not running this shit. I'm walking."
They just walked.
They just walked, but we ran. Like I said, we don't have to. Just don't walk. Just keep moving your feet like you're running, and just don't push so damn hard up this hill. Don't do that because you're just gonna
downshift a little bit.
Yeah, you're gonna use so much energy up this short ass distance when we have all this fucking distance to go. So we got up that, and then it turns into this fucking crazy trail, bro. Where the trail is. It's muddy, first off. It's muddy, and there's like leaves all over the ground and everything. And there's a bunch of people. And luckily, the sun was already up at that time because I'm thinking, if people are trying to pass people like on the left side, bro, this thing it kind of slopes down like this, and then there's just a drop. So if it's dark and people can't see that, bro, they're just gone. Like no shit. If you fucking pass and you slip, you're gone.
Yeah.
Like there's a big drop there. I don't know. It seems super unsafe to me when I was looking at that kind of shit. But yeah, some of those hills were nuts. Like that's all
crazy. I was studying the map. I kept going back to that map, which is it was kind of weird to use at the beginning, but yeah, if you would have studied that, it would have showed you where all the hills are. I was like, I wonder if they ever looked at this, like to see where all the hills are along the route.
It probably messed up because I don't know if it was because I was looking at it on my phone. Yeah, that it wasn't showing me map, correctly. Yeah, but I don't know. At that point, I didn't care, bro. Just like, let's go do this damn thing. Yeah. So we ran all together. At no point did I feel like, you know, I didn't feel gassed. Especially when we hit, so we were going to hit about the half marathon point. That's when I really told my wife, I said, we got to slow down. Like we got to cut down because we still have halfway to go. You know, I know we feel good, but we can't get caught up in that. Right. So we got to slow down. And, you know, at mile 20-ish, we'll see how we feel. Then we can pick it up again. You know, let's just get these miles in because we're about to hit 520 bridge. But the thing is, bro, because like you start passing people and stuff like that, and that shit gets in your head like, oh yeah, I'm going fast. I still feel so good, and it's like you can't get so caught up in that. You got to stay disciplined to
you
like
focus on your game.
Yeah,
your
like
game plan,
on what you said, because if you don't, you can push yourself at certain points, bro. But like when you're that far out, like you know. The farthest we ran in the marathon training was 16 miles. And the thing, okay, this is how far I pushed my body. I don't know what the other 10 looks like, you know, so you can't just go out there and,
just uncharted territory at that point.
Exactly. You don't know, but you, like, I say we were I was very conservative with it because I wanted us to finish together.
Right.
I wanted us to finish at a good pace. And we were on pace. Honestly, I think we were on pace when I looked at it when we were about to come off the 520 bridge, which is, I think, around the 17, 18 mile mark. We were on pace to finish at like 410. So so like I was just like, I don't know, because we were like way ahead of the like 420 pacers because we passed them like miles before that.
Yeah. And
I was just like, we were on pace to finish at a 420, 410 ish. Like we just keep this, and we were comfortable when I said that too. Like we were just running, like you know, chilling, because you're so warm and like you're just in the zone. And when we got off, you know. That's when we saw you, got the G1M support, and this is where the issues came. So
what mile was that when I gave you the guys the ball?
I think that was mile 20, bro. Because going into mile 20 or something like that. It was like mile 20.
19 or?
Yeah, it was something like that. I think it's it's in the video or something. I know. But when we got the G1M support from him, right? And
that was my bad because I was supposed to it's supposed to be halfway.
It don't even matter. We had to deal with it. So got the G1M support. I drank it. Pretty much immediately, drank it within the next like half mile, finished it, and then it was around mile 20 because we were, like I said, we were taking a GU gel every 5 miles. So after that, I was like, dang, I think it was at mile 21. I said, dang, I didn't take my GU gel at mile 20, so I'm gonna take it now. Took the GU gel, and that thing did not sit right in my stomach. Like, so I cramped up pretty much immediately after like eating that. So I got one of them like really bad cramps right here where it just sat there like the whole like next mile and a half. So the one thing, like I was hurting right there, and like my, you know, everything else was fine. It was just that, and it really pissed me off because we went into one of the kind of most annoying parts of the whole marathon because it was some muddy trail, another one that was really like it was narrow and there was puddles everywhere, and definitely didn't want to get, you know, wet shoes and stuff. But that thing was just sitting the whole time, so I'm running like this the whole time, just like trying to like push it in and just like you know, just trying to keep a decent pace. And I think that slowed us down to like 10:30 pace, bro, like for that like mile and a half to 2 miles, just because of that fucking cramp. So I'm just holding that. I'm just basically just telling myself, don't fucking walk. Your body's gonna need it at some point, so it's gonna break it down and it'll go away. So I just kept fucking going. It was at least a mile and a half where I was just doing that, and just I didn't want to slow them down any more than I already was. So we got out of that, and then I got really pissed because the 420 Pacer came back up, but they were right around the corner, like right behind us. Like fuck, dude. Like, and it was my fault, like because I basically slowed us down because I cramped up. Being a dumbass, I didn't need that GU gel. I didn't need it. I could have waited maybe another 2-3
because you already had the G1M.
Yeah, and I just didn't think of that. Because I think when I took it, I thought of the G1 Sport as just like a drink, you know, not getting in the carbs and the electrolytes already. So I fucking took the GU gel and I fucked up. These are lessons learned. Like, you know, when you have to set your plan up and make sure you stick to your plan. And I went off plan and I took a GU gel when I didn't need it. So that fucked me. And we could have got, I mean, the time wasn't it was still a really good time for, you know, 3 of us running together that have never ran a marathon before. Like I said, I planned on running 4 hours and I was training towards that, but I said the bigger goal was to finish that thing
together.
Yeah. With those two, because they trained for it. Me and my wife have done 75 hard together twice, figured out how to get it done twice, and trained for this marathon together. So it was all, and I'm telling you, like, I think that made a hell of a difference when it came to mentality, because I had way more issues on like all my long runs before in the training. Yeah. Like mentally than on that run. Course, because on that course, at no time did I doubt. I never doubted myself. And I don't think they ever did either. Like, because we were all doing it together. Like, it hurts. Of course, it fucking hurts. But at no point did I ever like, fuck, dude, I want to stop. Like, I just want to walk. Like, I don't need the cramp part. But even there, I was like, I'm fucking stopping.
But, you already come too damn far.
Yeah, bro. I'm like 22 miles into the shit. What the fuck am I stop for? Yeah. But it was cool, bro. Like, that was the best part, was running it with them. Like, it was running it with them, getting to experience that whole thing. And I tell you, if you've never ran a marathon, like, the experience is different, because the energy is so crazy, because it really feels like everybody supports everybody when you're doing that. And bro, there's so many, like you said, right?
Along the route when I was chasing these guys down, there were so many cheerleaders. Yeah, the one guy, when I gave you guys the G1 Sport, I was like, damn, this guy's really really good at cheering people on. I felt like if I started cheering people on, it's hella corny or whatever. This guy was super good. It's like, you know, and I could see people's face light up. You know, when they really heard what he was saying, they just lit up and they just. You know, they use that to keep going.
And it's real. It's a real fucking thing, bro. Because like, and imagine, like, these people don't know you. You know, they don't know you. You're none, like, we're not famous. We're not special. We're just running a fucking marathon, right? So we're just. And they're out there cheering us fuck up. Like, I saw some fucking funny signs, bro. Like, some girl, after we got the G1 Sport from you, right down to the end, when there's a left turn, there's a girl holding a sign that said, "Don't test the fart." Like, don't trust the fart.
Don't trust the fart.
Yeah, then they had a couple other people like, keep running if you think we're hot. Like, shit like that. Like, it was funny, bro. But like, people for real, like, they're cheering you on, and they'll sit there for hours just, you know, ringing a bell, fucking clapping for each, and it's crazy, bro. And even people that, when they're on the race, like, we passed by a guy that was wearing a BPN hat. So I was like, hey,
is it a black hat?
It was like a darker hat, and he was wearing a BPN hat, and I fucking loved, you know, that company. So I was like, hey, go one more, brother. Then, you know, him and the other guy, they fucking, you know, dapped me up.
Gave him a boost.
And we were like right at the end. And it's crazy, because I saw that guy like way before. He was way ahead of us for a while. But I think he just...
Was he wearing a black shirt?
I think so.
Because I thought I saw someone towards the end wearing a BPN hat too, but the video wasn't extremely clear.
The guy, well, this guy finished like a little behind us. Like,
okay.
You'll see him in the videos and stuff. But yeah, like, I saw him way ahead of us, and he was going, bro. I was like, damn, that guy's fucking killing in the BPN hat, boy. And then I think he might have just hit a wall or something, where he just kind of had a hard time towards the end. But yeah, like, the energy's crazy, man, and it was fun. It was, honestly, that's not my last one. I even if I was just to keep doing them with my wife, just to, you know, something we
just do. To do it. I can see why people get caught up into it. Yeah, the atmosphere is pretty cool.
It's cool, and it's a challenge, bro. Like, you gain so much.
And it's something that not everybody can do, or not everybody chooses to do.
It's willing to try to do, And so it's something that I know we're already looking to, and it's like you were just talking, like, what's next? Like, I'm looking into a lot of stuff now. Like, I think I want to run a faster marathon one time. I want to run like one that I probably run by myself in PR. But then I'll probably run another one just to run with my wife and stuff, right? But I'm thinking about even her. I think we're planning on running ultra. So like, we want to run 50 milers and stuff like that. Just try those out. You've brought up the fucking triathlon stuff. I've been thinking about that now too. Like, it's just, bro, like, what more can we do? Like, we've tested ourselves, like, you know, this whole year already, like, really tested ourselves with things just last year. And this is the point I really want to make with this. This is like, just last year with 75 hard and running this marathon, there was no way, we thought there's no way we could do that, or we were capable of doing that. 75 hard just last November, I remember watching, or even before that, watching, you know, the videos and everything about 75 hard. I was like, there's no way I could do that.
Damn, that's
You
crazy.
know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then we get to the point where we just did it twice, bro.
Yep.
We just did it fucking twice. So, and then a marathon. The marathon was just a thought last March.
Yeah.
And I've seen videos of people running marathons that used to think, oh,
There's no way.
There's no way I could ever do that.
I'm still in that phase right now.
You know what
so-
I'm saying? It's fucking crazy, but
That is crazy. Thought.
it's just crazy to think that, you know, we hold ourselves back so much thinking those kind of
Mhm.
fucking things. And then now I'm thinking, I wouldn't have never thought, like last year, I wasn't thinking about running fucking 50 miles now, like, or doing an actual triathlon. I just thought those people could just do that because they've trained all their life, or they're just, you know, just an athlete like hell, you know. But it's just setting your fucking mind to it and setting fucking new challenges, bro. Because it's like, I know people have seen probably this fucking reel or this video from Kevin Hart. It's like once you get to like a certain level, or you challenge yourself to a certain point, once you defeat that, it's like, what's the next level? Like you want to get to the next level. You want to keep challenging yourself, because what's the point if you just do hard shit? Like you do something hard and then you just go back to doing the same shit you were doing before. There's no point in it. Like it's like they say, like the top of a mountain is just the bottom of the next. Like you have to just keep fucking climbing and just keep building to the next fucking thing, bro. Because we got to keep challenging ourselves. I know as men, like I just know we just need to keep fucking challenging ourselves. It doesn't, and then I'm not saying it has to be something physical like that. Like we have to run marathons, or we have to like, I don't think I'll be running forever. I just want to try the challenges. I just want to try these things, and it's like I said, running is not fucking my favorite thing to do, but I just like the challenge that it brings. I like the mental aspect that it brings to, you know, because it's a long process. It's a long enduring process. It's a long painful. How long can you endure the pain? How long can you, you know, keep pushing through that? Because then a lot of times, like for real, through that marathon, you'll feel like pains and stuff like that, you know, that little bit of adversity. And then it's like, how long is this pain going to last? You don't know. It could be a couple miles. It could be like 10 seconds. You don't know that, but you just keep pushing through it. And then next thing you know, you're running 8 more miles, coasting. Like you feel great. You know what I'm saying? So you never know. It's just, but you have to push. But because if you gave up or you just stopped or quit, then you would have never know what was on the other side of that. Like if you just push through it. So, you know, all those things are just giving that, you know, that mentality of like, you just got to keep pushing through shit and just keep going. Like it's fun. The challenges are fun. The marathon was fun. I definitely want to try another one. Probably going to do 2 next year. Try to get one for like a PR, one for just to run
together. Yeah.
And then, you know, I'm thinking, and I want to get more people involved, man. Like everybody that, you know, like I have family members and friends, like even Joel, like him running with us. That was just a thing. I went down and said, bro, you want to run a marathon with us? And he was fucking down, you know? It's like, that's my kind of motherfucker right there, bro. And that dude doesn't like run all the time, right? He plays sports and stuff. He's athletic, but you know, he's a Marine, bro. Like he just came out and said, I'm fucking, yeah, bro, do it. And I fucking, you know, and then you don't want to ask people stuff like that. It's like, I'm going to trust you to be who you are. Like, if you want to do it, you can do it. If not, just not. I won't hold it against you. It's up to you. I asked you, but he said, yeah, and he held his own. He trained by himself, bro. Like, he trained weeks.
Yeah,
like, he even started later.
He doesn't live here.
Yeah, he lived in Oregon. So he was training by himself. He put in the miles and he fucking
showed up.
Yeah, he showed up and he fucking killed the fucking marathon, bro. So, you know, props to him and my wife for real, man. Like, I was super proud of them for that whole thing. Like, we handled that shit really fucking well together, and I'm glad none of us got hurt.
None of you guys went down. Yeah, I know. In between, I was waiting for you guys. I'm like, you know, hopefully these guys are doing good.
Yeah, because it was just, you know, that. But I think we didn't go through. So yeah, that's another thing I wanted, because there's we didn't go through a lot of hiccups because I know there was good preparation going into it.
Yeah.
So like us planning, you know, eating before, you know, the night before, the day before, eating in the morning. What we're eating and stuff like that. All that takes, you know, there's an effect to everything that you're doing leading into that. So like making sure that you're carbing up, because your muscles need that shit when you're running that long. Like when you don't have any fuel, it's gonna burn all those carbs in your body.
It's all the behind the scenes stuff.
Yeah,
man.
all the little stuff that people like aren't really thinking about, but you also won't know these things if you weren't training properly, right? So if you didn't test things during all your long runs, or if you didn't do long runs, if you didn't do long runs enough, like you wouldn't know how your body felt at certain points, so you wouldn't be able to adjust. So that's all that really was that's what all those long runs were for, because like me now, I know.
Oh yeah. That's what you're saying. Yeah.
Because like me now, I know at mile 8, that's when I feel my best. That's when I feel like I'm coasting. That's when I feel like I can move my feet the best.
So you just got to get there first.
I just got to get to mile 8. So like my first mile is gonna be kind of slow. Then after that, I'm fucking, moving for mile 2 and 3. I know my shins and my ankles are kind of hurting. But once I get past mile 3, I know that I'm good. But mile 8 is when I feel my best. Like I've learned that through running all those fucking miles. Yeah. And most people will never know that because most people will, like, just, I'm not, and I hate to say like just most people, but it's just the truth, man. Like, because a lot of people just they just won't try, and you have to just push through that stuff. And that's just kind of the point I want to get across, because I fucking don't like running. I've never really been a great runner, but and I'm still not. I'm just going through the process to learn. So it's like I didn't learn these things because before at 3 miles or 4 miles, I would just, that's a good run. That's it. And for most people that still is. That's cool. Me right there. And it's perfectly fine. But like, 'cause I'm not saying, but I'm just saying, like, for what I've learned, going through, like, having to run more miles, it's like it just takes time to like build that, your body up to it, and then learning how your body will react or respond to certain things. So like, and that's gonna help. Like, that's what helped us get through the marathon. It's like I told them, I was like, we'll run. Really, I just wanted to run like a 10-minute fucking pace all the way through. That puts us at 4:20. Yeah, but we had like some 8:40 miles and 8:30 miles, so which is really good for the three of us to hold that together. Yep. And then running around people and shit like that, that's really good. But I said we gotta back off because we were holding too many miles like that.
So does it show you what your average pace for the whole race was? Or is it just break?
I think we held like a 9:40, 9:45 pace.
And then the final time?
It was 4 hours and 21 minutes, something like that. That was our chip time. Clock time was like 4:22 or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I saw going.
Yeah, I don't know how that shit works, but I don't know, because the chip is supposed to mark you at different points in the race and stuff. But we went and looked at stuff like that, and it was like people's times were so way off, and I'm sure people like skip. I know people that have skipped like
I even like during the fountain shots, it's a long slope hill.
Yeah.
I saw people cutting across. They're like, oh, fuck that. Yeah. I'm just gonna go. I can see the fountain. I'm gonna go across.
That's the thing about that shit, bro.
I was like, look at this guy. What the heck?
Cheating. Yeah, and it's whatever, bro. Like,
they ran farther than I ever have. So, but it was just funny to see it. I was like, look at this guy.
That shit was funny, but. Yeah. It was good because we even started feeling like we were running way too damn long. Like when we came around that fountain and then we went down, and then we had to run still down, bro, like a half mile. And then come out and go, then still run up a hill to get to back to Husky Stadium, and then back down, and then into the stadium. And I'd say that feeling was so fucking cool, bro. Like running through Husky Stadium and just.
That's when I see I saw the most smiles on your faces. Yeah. Besides the start, or when I first met up with you guys look really good, really strong. Yeah. Ching was smiling. It's like, oh, she's over her nerves already. And you guys look good. And then the fountain one, I think you guys are real. I could definitely tell around the fountain, the whole energy.
It changes
while I was waiting. Yeah, it's completely different from the first time I saw you guys. Yeah, or from the takeoff. Mm-hmm. When I got to the fountain, I was like, it's kind of quiet over here. Yeah, people are literally walking the whole thing. Going around or really slow jogging, but the energy level was definitely down. Yeah, I could see how that the energy levels will drop there, because I know it did for me. It kind of changed once I got to that point, because you feel like you're almost done, and then you get to that, and then it's a fucking. You can see it. You can see the whole. You can see the whole, and that probably kills it even worse. Yeah, they're like, you're just looking at this long ass thing, but then. I know when we went up there, that's why I told you it was fucking hurting, bro. Like I could feel it in my fucking my hips and stuff. And that's where it started like catching up to me. And then luckily we got a downhill on the way. We go around the pond and go downhill. It was cool. But and then the energy going into the stadium. Then it just changes. Spiked, you know what I'm saying? And that's what's crazy. Like you go from that, and that was just a mile away from being done. And then you go into the stadium. It's like nothing hurts now. Let's go. It's right there. Because as soon as we came back, and then we got running towards the stadium, I wanted to sprint. Like I found it in me. Like I felt it in me. Like let's fucking finish this. And I think when we sprinted, we probably finished in like 4:19 or something like that. But from where I felt like I wanted to start sprinting, but it was a cool ass experience, bro. We were running into the stadium. Like even before we got into the stadium, there's people outside there just cheering you on. And then you get inside, there's just people all around, and just everybody's. And then they even announce your name and stuff like that. Like that's cool little shit. I didn't know that. Yeah, they announce your name because I guess they just get it from your bib number. They announce your names. They announce all three of us while we're coming through together, and that's the cool shit, right? Like they announce all three of our names, together, coming in and finishing together, and it was fucking awesome. And then I could see, the joy in Jewel and my wife's face, bro, when we finished. Like they were fucking happy, I was fucking happy we finished. But I even just told my wife last night, I was like, I'm proud of the marathon, but it's like it only took a couple of days for me to just think like,
I gotta do more, man. Like I gotta,
what's next?
like, yeah, what's like, if I can do that, like, what else is out there, bro? Like, you know, what else can I challenge myself to try and it's just, bro, I just want to prove to people, bro. Like, we went from fucking not being able to do a lot of shit to like just changing the mentality, and we did it. Like, it's not, there ain't nothing special about us, bro. Like, we just decided, and then we just fucking put in the work to fucking get ourselves to our bodies to that point and our mentality to that point. A lot of the shit that we're doing is just, it's a mentality. It's not you being the best physical fucking, you know,
discipline too.
Yeah, it's just all the discipline that it takes, and that's all that it is.
Yeah,
I just, you know, that you know, anybody that has like a goal, you know, you have a job that you want to get, you have a position in a job, you know, if you have fitness goals or just anything like stuff like that, or if you don't feel like you're reaching the levels of the kind of person that you want to be, you know, the father that you want to be, you know, the husband. You know, just commit to, you know, fixing it, and then find a way, find the, you know, those steps to do it, and then just follow through. That's sticking to it and following through. Like that's all we've done this whole year, and it's been fucking crazy. Like how this year is so different from who we were last year. You know, it's not that we never pushed ourselves through stuff before, but this, I mean, to do 75 hard twice. And then and then we did the 20 miler. Like, even the 20 miler doesn't seem like shit to me now. Like, that's like, at that time, I thought it was tough. A big deal. Yeah, but then now I'm thinking, I can go do that tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? Like, and now the marathon was tough too, but it's like, we can still do more. Like, I should probably run a faster marathon before I act like, you know,
you do ultra.
Yeah, ultra and shit like that. But, you know, it's just the ideas. If the ideas in my head now, like, I believe I'm capable of doing it just because we've done this after thinking that we were incapable. It's just things that we all think that we can't do, but it's because we don't.
Us holding ourselves back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, you know, that was the biggest point I really want to get across for this one was commit to doing some hard shit. Like, for real. Like, you really fucking can. And then Mark over here, he's running a 10K. We're running a 5K actually next weekend. So
already?
Yeah, here in Kent. So we're running a 5K. Some of the fams want to run a 5K. You know, after, you know, us running the marathon. So we're gonna run a 5K with them. They're even committing or talking about running the marathon with us next year. So.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah,
that'd be dope.
So it's gonna be
I don't know if I'm marathon ready, but I definitely wanted to try a 10K.
We're getting you a 10K. So, yeah, I'm running.
By next year, I'm gonna run a 10K.
I don't know if he wants me to run with him or if this is for him. But
well, let me get a couple more training sessions under my belt.
I'll wait for him to decide how he wants to do it.
Because I've made progress myself, you know, on with the cardio levels and stuff like that. So
you were running that all before.
I was not.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely. And you know, every now and then I look back on my pictures. Before the first round of 75 hard, I was like, damn, dude, look how far I've come, man. Yeah. You know, it might not be a huge drastic change, but I've come a long way, you know, and I know I can keep going even more. So that's why it's like, you know, like you were saying, I have to set a goal and aim to it and just stick to the plan to try to get there. Because if I don't, I'm never going to go anywhere. I'm going to go right back to where I was.
Yeah.
So
that 10K is out there. We don't know when he's gonna do it, but he's running the 10K.
This guy tried to push me to a half marathon first.
Yeah,
I was like, yeah, let's do it. And then I was doing research. I'm like, okay, let me start 10K first. Let me see how I feel.
So there, you run the half marathon next year.
I could do that, yeah.
Seattle Marathon.
Oh, you guys do the full? Unless I'm feeling incredible, then I'll do the full.
Or we can do that, bro.
Yeah, I think the half would be cool.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, we got.
I'm the heavyweight division, so I gotta, you know, I'm not lightweight.
Look, I gotta fucking say, bro. I don't know. We don't have no fucking excuses. When there's we saw a lot of special people out there. So we saw some really old people running full marathons.
Yeah. That was another thing.
Moving, and they were out there fucking doing it.
Yeah. Even one of the guys that worked at the airport for years. I mean, I've been at the airport for years.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I would have never thought this guy was a runner.
Yeah.
And then we saw him when we were leaving.
I saw him before that too.
Oh yeah, I saw him out there. Like, I talked to him a couple of days after that. I was like, what the heck, dude? I never knew you were. He's like, yeah, you know, he was telling me it was hard, but
he came in probably like 20 minutes after us or something like that, bro. Like, he's an older dude, bro. That's crazy.
So he's like, what? Are you gonna do it? I was like, you know, I think he asked me if I did it. I was like, no. I told him that you did it.
Yeah.
It's like, what? Are you gonna be next? I was like, yeah, that's the plan. I'll be there next time.
There you go. Oh yeah.
I was like, that guy can do it. I can do it.
Yeah, bro. You know? That's what I'm saying. Like, you see people. There's like 3,000 plus people out there running.
There's a lot of people there.
So there's like, so much props, bro. Like, because there's so many people out there, man. And there's this couple. I actually saw them in the elevator the night before, but I didn't know if they were there for the marathon or if they're just they're staying in the hotel. But saw them the next day. This guy, I don't know if it was a half marathon or the full. I didn't really like pay attention because when I saw them the couple times, I was going through my own shit. But this guy, bro, was pushing a stroller with his 2 babies in it, and so the babies were still young. So and his wife was running with him right next to him. So she just got over delivering twins.
And she's still
not
out
that
there.
long ago. I don't even think those babies were 1, bro. Honestly, and she for real, you know what I'm saying? And they're running like a half marathon. I'm pretty sure it was a half. Together, and he's pushing this damn stroller the whole. I'm like, that is insane, bro. That doesn't inspire you and tell you that you're not doing enough. Then fucking, I don't know what else to say, bro. Like people, it's just limitations that we put on ourselves, and fucking people are out there doing fucking extraordinary shit all the time. I mean, if you don't want to be a person that does it, like that's cool, but I'm just saying,
there's more to life than
Are you really living? Like, are you really living life? Like I've learned so much more about myself this year just doing this shit, and this was only 1 year into it. That's the craziest part, bro. I can only imagine what 5 years into doing shit like this, like not just a physical challenge, but because we just push ourselves, running the the brand too.
It translates I think all that translates over
for sure
to everyday to everyday life.
It's like you believe, like if you don't believe that you can do something, then you won't try to put in steps to do it, right? But like we set in place the marathon. So we just said we're gonna run a marathon, did all the steps and weeks to run it. We did well, right? We did okay. And it's the same thing here. Like if we have a certain goal, like we've put out before, like we say, oh, we want to be Nike. Fucking, we're gonna take the steps, and we're down for the journey. We're down for the learning process. So that's what we're fucking gonna keep doing. Like we're just gonna keep year after year after year, just slowly increasing, knowledge, personal growth, all that.
There was no secret sauce or anything really special that we did to start.
Nothing.
All it was start and show up every day. Consistency.
This is the fucking biggest thing. Consistency and discipline.
Those are the ones.
I mean, just
I hear it a lot, not just from you saying or I hear it a lot from all this other stuff I'll be watching.
This is the goddamn truth. I mean, just this whole year has shown us that. Like, just this whole year has shown us that. Like, we committed to certain things when it comes to Nesian Built this year. We committed to certain things, and when we did all those things and stuck to them, we've seen what came of it. Like we've seen the whole year what has come from doing those things, and we have the intent of doing that and helping people, right? Through us doing this stuff and showing that we're, it's possible, we're capable. All of us are capable, even though we come from fucking small islands out in the Pacific, way out the fuck out there.
We're just normal people over here.
Everybody can fucking do it. We just gotta fucking have build the discipline, build the fucking, consistency of just do it. Stop making excuses. Like that party, it's not always. There's always gonna be a party. Like
it's crazy too, because some people probably don't realize they they have the tools already, even though they're not at full potential. They have the tools already to be great. But they're just utilizing it the wrong way. I see that all the time. It's like, damn, dude, you have potential to be great, but you're using it. You're just focusing it on the wrong thing.
Like short term, like personal gain. Like a lot of people do that. Short term personal.
If you
gain.
just turn that to the long game, you'd be killing it.
Fuck, dude, it's been a crazy year already. But we're gonna have an end of year podcast, and we're gonna do that, go over all this shit. But it was the marathon, Black Friday, November was fucking eventful, and we thank you guys for joining us on this, this podcast, and the marathon video probably already came out before this podcast. Hope you guys enjoyed that. It was like you said, it was an experience, man. A lot of shit happened, and props to my wife, Jewel, Mike for coming out, Heather for killing 75 hard for her first round. And
she's already asking when do we do the next one. That was a crazy thing too to see. When do we do the next one? I was like, okay, slow down there, Turbo. We need a recovery month.
It's like, okay, first you need to go do it another round by yourself because you got to make it too.
You got to catch up.
But I don't know when the hell we're gonna do it again. I don't know if it's just gonna be a next year thing. But I mean, honestly, at this point, I don't think I have to do 75 hard like that. But I don't mind
if
doing
you
it.
feel, I know for me, if I feel I'm slipping,
Yeah, you can
it's,
just go
it's
back
the one
to
that,
it.
yeah,
Yeah.
get you back into alignment.
Yeah, I don't think it's not even like like, oh, we're going to 75 hard again. Like, it's not even like that. Like, that's what it is, you know. Like, we got goals that we set, and we got fucking places we want to reach. So this is what needs to be done. So, and it's nothing but good things that have come from it. So I don't see why not. You know what I'm saying? Right. So yeah, thank you guys for joining us. You know, hope you enjoyed this one, and hope it helps you in some kind of fucking way. You know. Sign up for hard shit. Do hard shit next year. All right. I'm gonna say that now, and I'm gonna say that on the next fucking podcast. I'm gonna keep saying to the end of the year. Sign up and commit to doing hard shit. And I tell you, the growth that you'll have and the confidence that you'll build is fucking insane. You'll probably never feel it, but commit to hard shit. Just do some hard shit. One thing next year. Sign up now. Let's go.